Well, thank you all, first of all, for your attendance. It's been a while since we've met for this purpose, because if you remember, the last ceremony we had was a combined. We had November and December at the same time, so we've had the holidays and we've gone a full month. So it's been a while since we met, and I appreciate the great turnout and all of you and taking your time to come and attend today to recognize our Employee of the Month for January 2016, as well as several other employees that will be celebrating milestone anniversaries of their career as a member of the City of Pensacola's team, and their accomplishments there too. And towards the end of the ceremony, we've got some bright colored stuff up here, and I'll kind of explain to you more what that is and have a couple other announcements before we leave for the day. We're going to add one other twist. So after the mayor speaks and kind of does the wrap up at the end like he typically does, I would like to ask that our people that are recognized today, if everyone will come forward, we're going to take kind of like a class of January 2016 photo for purposes of social media or whatever. So we'll have that, and we'll just have one photo that captures everybody that's being recognized this month, and we'll try that going forward as a ongoing means to ensure that you're getting recognized for or getting the recognition that you deserve for your hard work and efforts. All right, so the Employee of the Month, I explain every month how that's derived. You as city staff, you make your nominations for someone that you work with in your department, a fellow peer, a mentor, someone that has helped you out, someone that has perhaps gotten a really good compliment from our customers, the citizens, someone that just stands out and really takes pride in being a City of Pensacola employee, and makes us all look better by the job that they do or the example that they set. Those nominations are reviewed by a panel of 3 people that was elected by staff, and then they choose who our Employee of the Month is based on those nominations. The January 2016 Employee of the Month recipient, all right, so we'll go ahead and address that. She began her employment with the City of Pensacola on June 13th of 2011 as a police cadet. Then was promoted to police officer on November 28th of 2011, which is where she continues to serve as a member of the Pensacola Police Department today. Here's what the nominee had to say in her nomination. During the early months of 2015, while patrolling a low-income subsidized housing area, Field Training Officer Brittany Austin saw and spoke with 2 children that recently had broken their bicycles. She was made aware that the children's mother did not have the means to replace the broken bicycles. She immediately began searching for a solution to correct the loss that the children had experienced, which led her to the nonprofit organization Pathways for Change. Through partnering with Pathways to Change, Brittany was able to obtain unclaimed bicycles and replace the broken bicycles of the 2 children that initially motivated her. Brittany was so moved by this outcome that she did not stop collecting and dispersing. She began campaigning for the donation of new and used bikes through various media and social media outlets. This campaign resulted in the collection of nearly 100 bicycles. Pathways for Change then provided a bridge which allowed her the opportunity to donate these bicycles to Pensacola residents in need. The recipients included both children and adult residents. Brittany has expressed the belief that when the adults, many of whom are active participants in the Pathways for Change, when they receive a bicycle, they are being given the ability for self-sufficiency and to self-sufficiently travel to and from work. This enabling will in turn increase the opportunity to succeed and help cure a systematic problem she faces routinely as a law enforcement officer. During the month of December 2015 alone, Officer Austin was able to obtain new bicycles and monetary donations that led to 25 children receiving new bicycles just in the month of December. So for all of those things and probably many more that haven't been mentioned, please help me in recognizing FTO Officer Brittany Austin as our January Employee of the Month.
Congratulations, Brittany.
Yes, sir.
I heard you were out late last night too, right? Your shift was late?
Oh, I didn't work last night.
Okay, I'm
I'll be going to
wrong.
work tonight.
I'm always wrong, so it doesn't matter. I won't tell you who told me that. Congratulations. Thank you for what you do.
Fantastic. As always, I want to go ahead and mention the names of other individuals that received a nomination this past month, as their great deeds were recognized. They just were not selected for Employee of the Month this month. The nominees included Mike Miller of the Pensacola Airport, Clint Shavat of Pensacola Energy, and Brian Lowry of the Police Department. So if we can have a round of applause for those individuals. All of those nominations for a job well done, and hopefully we'll see their names again. The standard is we seem to be hovering around 3 to 4 nominations per month. I know there is a lot more employees out there that are doing great things and seeing great things and taking action to make the city a stronger, better place. So I do appreciate your continued nominations and trying to help make sure that we recognize those. In passing in the hallways, I hear people talking about, oh, so-and-so did so good on this project, or so-and-so did such a good job on this. And for just a couple of minutes of your time, it could really make a significant mark in someone's career to have that good job recognized. So I would appreciate your continued assistance with that. Next, we're going to move on to the individuals that are being recognized for their milestone anniversaries this month as a part of the city team. We're going to begin with those employees that are celebrating their first year anniversary as a member of the city team. And as I call your name, if you'll please come forward and get your first year certificate, then we'll take your picture and then we'll move on from there. The first is Mr. Stephen Kowalis.
Stephen, congratulations. Appreciate it. Thanks for what you do. You got it?
Yes, sir. I got caught.
Every time I try and get out of pictures.
I'm sorry. My bracelet got caught on
Congratulations.
Okay. Next is Mr. Brian Botcher. Did I say that right?
Congratulations, Brian.
Thanks, sir.
Appreciate it.
They both bought company too, so they were recruited for the, I appreciate that.
Hey, what did he say? What was that?
They both bought company.
Oh, I know. I see that.
Yeah, so I appreciate their recruitment efforts for
For our event. Next is Brandon Williams of the Police Department. Mr. Williams?
I'll get out of the way.
Brandon's always smiling, everybody, when he comes down here. Congratulations.
All right, that wraps up our first year anniversaries to be recognized, or at least those that were able to attend today. We're going to move on to those that are celebrating their 10-year anniversary as a member of the city staff. So when I call your name, please come forward and be recognized for your 10 years of service as a City of Pensacola employee. The first is James McGuire Jr., as we know him as Robbie. Come on down of Public Works and Facilities Department.
Robbie, what's going on? Thank you, sir. This guy is always smiling and always just doing amazing stuff. He hates seeing me, I know, but... This is yours. How do you get all the fancy shirts, though? I mean, they're pressed. You got the logo on there. Derek, they're good.
I've seen him smile. I've seen him smile, and I've also seen him say, "You want me to what?" Next is Mr. Joshua. Oh, I'm gonna mess it up, man. I tried some. Dandelikas. Pensacola Energy.
Tell him how to pronounce it. Tell him. Congratulations.
Just to make sure I didn't butcher his name, and I didn't make it away. Thanks, man.
All right, so that wraps up our 10-year anniversaries. We're going to move on to the next group that we have is our 20-year people that are celebrating their 20-year anniversary as a member of our staff. We have one. She's a member of the HR team, Miss Adriana Van Landingham. Adriana! Hey!
Adriana, thank you very much. She's always smiling too. And you're always speaking Spanish to me, right?
She does that too. I don't understand it.
Yay! All right, and then our last category of those that were able to attend today are those celebrating their 25-year anniversary as a member of the city team. I say this every time that we have somebody that hits the 25-year mark. That's a quarter of a century, and that's probably a bulk of their lifetime. So that's not that 1 year isn't a significant milestone, but 25 years is a dedicated lifetime of service. So that's a significant milestone. We have two. The first of those is Mr. Mark Snyder, the fire department.
Thank you, Captain. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
The second is also a member of the fire department team, and it's Brian Hadler. Mr. Hadler.
Brian, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
He thinks he's retired.
Thank you. Thanks, Brian. Thank you.
Great. So we had some other individuals that were to be recognized. I'll read through the list and where they're housed. If we can just go ahead and do that for the record and at least letting them know. And maybe all of you don't know, these sessions are actually recorded. They're on YouTube. There are links. So if your family and friends weren't able to view or come to the ceremony here, they can find it online. That's one of the things that Chris helps do for us. Thanks so much, Chris. So we'll go through the names of those that life has happened to, and for one reason or another they're unable to attend. Starting off with the largest number, we had Lewis Stone of Pensacola Energy with 30 years of service. We had Jason Weedlike with 25 years of service with the fire department. We had Leroy White with 20 years with the fire department. Derek Streeter with 20 years with the fire department. Michael Lavin with 20 years with the airport. Jason Chumley, 20 years at the airport. Angela Humphrey, 20 years at housing. Kristen Brown, 20 years with the police department. Carol McNeil, 15 years with Parks and Recreation. Belinda Zephyr, 15 years at the airport. Takirion Brooks, 10 years with the fire department. James Parsons, 10 years with the police department. Adam Barfield with Pensacola Energy with 10 years of service. Willie Rogers with 10 years with Pensacola Energy. Stephen Molina with 10 years with the airport. We're almost done. We're getting there. And then we get to the 1 year anniversaries. We have Brittany Wall with 5 years of service with the police department. Alejandro Padron, 1 year with the fire department. Adam Gary with 1 year with the police department. Cindy Citarella. Did I get that right, Jerry? All right, with sanitation services. And Danny Whedon, 1 year with inspection services. So how about a round of applause for those individuals? I skipped, we had one more. Mr. Carter Mansfield celebrated his 1 year anniversary with the Pensacola Airport. All right. A couple of announcements and things that I just want to bring to your attention. Next month, on February 12th, will be the Employee Health Fair. It's going to be held at the Vickery Center from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. Pensacola Energy is going to be kind enough to be there. They're going to be cooking hot dogs like they usually do for us. We've got Christy and Lee have really done a fantastic job in getting everything organized and scheduled and laid out. Food trucks are going to be invited, so there could be food trucks on site. There are masseuses coming from 2 different places. It's just a wealth of knowledge that's going to be there from not just personal health, but financial health and some other things that you may need to consider no matter where you are in your career with the city. Christy, we're also doing, is it blood and glucose, or glucose and cholesterol checks, I think, for $15 on site, and you get the results right then. So lots of big things coming up for the directors and administrators. Please allow your employees to go and participate in that. Next month, I'm going to be looking forward to more nominations, as I had mentioned before, so I appreciate the directors and their support in facilitating those nominations and getting them forwarded to our office. This month, we had 31 people that were invited to participate, and we received responses back from 30, which is way better than we even came close to last month. So whether you can make it or not, or if you just don't like public appearances, we get it in HR and we understand, but I greatly appreciate just being told I'm not coming, so that we know not to waste our time trying to track you down and get you to come. The last of the things that I want to bring to your attention is we have opened up, can everybody still hear me? We have opened up the options that if and when you get to the point in your career that you are going to separate your service, we have a standard plaque that we would give you that has the city seal on it and then a gold plate with your name and recognition of your start date as well as your retirement date as your retirement plaque. We have broadened that to where we still have the plaque option for those that prefer to go with the plaque option. We also have this laser cut crystal that you could have, as well as the wood stand with the laser cut glass on the diamond, and then lastly, and all these have the city sway, and they're a little bit more trendy, maybe is the word. So contemporary. So maybe you're a traditionalist and you want to go with the plaque. If you're more contemporary, you will at least have options now. And we personally paid for these out of HR's budget just so that you could put your hands on and feel and see what they look like before you make your decision. But to me, it's kind of cool that you at least get an option on what you want to memorialize your service with the city, as opposed to just being told here's what you get. So I would encourage you to come and take a look at those prior to leaving. Whether it's your first year, whether it's your 30th year, at some point, hopefully you're going to get one of these, and at least you'll know what your options are currently. Mayor?
Well, Ed, I see you got your name on there. I mean,
it's been a pleasure. Nothing.
And we're going to call QVC down in Central Florida for you for these plaques. All right, I'll blame Ed now. So we got the health fair going on, right? Is that right, Christy? Now, was that Ed's idea to have hot dogs at the health fair? I told him, we could get some healthy food. How's everybody's 2016?
Good.
Y'all being honest? I want to thank the families for being here to support your loved ones. That's very big for all of us. We try to do it at a good time, 11 o'clock, lunch is at 12, or whenever you have opportunity to take lunch. But, there's great things going on in the city. Y'all have heard me. I say it every time I'm here, but it's true. I was just having coffee at Bodacious Brew with someone, and a lady came up to me. And again, these people don't have to come up to you, and they can just say, "Mayor, you're horrible, Mayor, whatever," and I'm used to all of it. So, but she said, "I just want to tell you how great your team is." And I think one of our sanitation guys, Jerry, went over and went above and beyond. And I think that's something that I hear all the time, is we are going above and beyond, whether it's our law enforcement, our fire department, our housing department, sanitation, the port, the airport, HR, everybody does a great job. So, I want you to have a wonderful 2016. We've got a great trajectory we're moving on. So if you have any issues, obviously come to Ed. Just kidding. But, I really wanted you to know how much we appreciate what you do. And nothing's easy in life. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And you'd have a lot of great cities. And I can promise you we don't. And we are the best. So thank you for what you do. And continue to serve the public, because that's what we do. And, more people appreciate what you do than you think. So continue to strive, and we'll keep reaching the pinnacle. Thank you so much.
Again, I thank you all for coming out, and I ask for your continued support as we move forward with next month's. Obviously we'll have a February Employee of the Month, so go ahead and start thinking. If you have a nominee that you'd like to have considered, go ahead and start working on that. For those of you that would like to come and take a look at the selection of the retirement options at this point, feel free to do that. And then prior to leaving, all those that were recognized today, if you'll please come back up front so that we can have a January of 2016 employee recognition event photo, then I would appreciate it.